Turn it on, are you ready to go? Turn it on, are you ready?
I bet you Mets are going to put up a close game. Just open it up. We could take probably.
What?
I'm going to agree with Paulie. I'm going to say Dodgers at 565. I think that was a very, very good number. Strong prediction. They're still the favorites until someone proves otherwise. But the team, again, that I think has the second best chance right now to get them is Toronto.
Broadcasting from the Mercedes Man Cave.
John in Michigan doesn't know anything if he's agreeing with you, Paulie.
Fair point.
Yeah.
This is Dan Patrick.
It's our this week Friday. Dan and the Danettes. Dan Patrick Show. Traeger's fired up. So are we. French dip. Smoked macaroni salad. Sweet potato fries. Who has it better than we do? Nobody. 877-3DP Show. Email address, dp@danpatrick.com. Twitter handle, @DP Show. By the way, he's coming out of retirement, and this time he can't do it alone. Tony Shalhoub returns in Mr. Monk's Last Case, a Monk movie streaming now on Peacock.
It's my last case. I hope you will watch it.
Is that how he sounds?
I think it sounds like this a little bit.
Okay. Well, you were doing your Robin Williams impersonation, and it was not good yesterday.
It wasn't.
No, it was not.
Go ahead. I don't think you want me to. It's not your fault, Will. It's not your fault. Oh, hey.
Yeah, vampire movie?
Mark calling Austin. Come in, Austin. Nanu, Shazban.
It just sounds like that in Good Will Hunting. You sound like, I want this on your blog. It is not your fault, Will. Poll question for hour two. Well, let's clean up hour one. Recap the hour one poll question, and we'll get to hour two. By the way, our music theme is cities where you think Shohei Ohtani will end up, fans from that city. All right, Seaton?
How much more interested are you in Live Golf now that John Rahm has joined? Your options were very slightly and not really. You want to guess?
10 minutes.
10 minutes,
So we're probably
Gonna take the second.
5.
That would be slightly.
Yeah.
You think people said,
Okay.
what kind of percentage do you think that?
Game
I think it's somewhere in like the 30%.
I was like, oh crap. I was like, we gotta get a break in, too.
You ready?
Right now-
75%.
Right now, 88% of the audience say not really.
It's time for Woodward Boomer Basketball on Z92.
In my book, we're going to be winners.
With the call of tonight's game,
The champ is here.
here's Tyler Riggs.
What time is it?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Boomer Basketball on Z92. Dakota Wagner, Ron Sutherland here as the Woodward. Boomers are taking on the Glenpool Lady Warriors tonight. Boomers are coming off a win over the Clinton Lady Reds, 58-29, moving the Boomers' record to 1-2, and Clinton's record to 0-2, 0-3, I believe. For the Boomers, it was a really good team effort all around. The girls' points, it was Riley Moore and Lexi Mindel getting it done with 16 points apiece. These two girls alone outscored Clinton by 3 points.
Yeah, and one thing that you saw last night is a little bit different starting lineup for Coach Moore, and I think Lexi Mindel played extremely well off the bench last night, and it seemed almost like coming off the bench took a little bit of pressure off of the sophomore having to be out there as a starter. And coming off the bench, she just lit it up, came out with 16 points, and really kind of lit the fire for the Boomers because it was a pretty close game early. And then, then they came out, and then Riley Douglas Fisher and Riley Moore in particular was able to take charge. And so a good game all the way around for the Boomers last night.
Speaking about the game being early on, it was the Lady Reds' Lillian Lime leading the way with 20 points. Reds only had 6 players to work with, so the Boomers had more of advantage in that game. Only 2 Clinton players scored in that game. Lillian Lime with 20 points, and then I can't remember who the other one. She had second.
Number 5.
Yeah, I think she had 7.
Or number 4, rather. Had 7 points, I believe.
Yeah, they're in the second half, and it was a good win for the Boomers, getting the first win of the season, and that's what you like to see. Now, this squad over here against us is the Lady Warriors, a very, very talented team. The last time these two teams met was actually in this tournament in the championship game, where the Boomers unfortunately fell short, 65-47. But here's the point where Coach Moore has a little shot at revenge.
Yeah, you're right, and an opportunity to come back and maybe get a little bit of revenge from last year. This Glenpool, this Lady Warriors team, when the first OSSAA rankings come out, they will be ranked in the top 20. I'm guessing somewhere around the 11-12 spot. They come in here 3-0 on the season, and they've played some pretty good basketball so far. They're 3-0. They beat Bishop McGuinness, they beat Ardmore, and they beat Lubbock Roosevelt handily yesterday in the first round of this tournament here. But they defeated McGuinness by 32, 72-40. They beat Ardmore by 37, 69-32. And, of course, those are two teams that aren't a powerhouse year in and year out. But still, Glenpool able to come out and get the job done against both of those teams early.
You talked about this team beating Roosevelt 68 to 28 in a 40-point win. This team is very upfront, physical, fast. Not only that, you mentioned it, their points beating teams 30 points plus per game. That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, they're averaging 70 points per game on the season through 3 games, and that's a healthy clip, especially for for a 4A girls team, but in particular any girls team scoring 70 points, averaging 70 points a game. They're only giving up 33 points a game, so defensively they're pretty solid also.
So we're going to take a break. When we come back, we will discuss what these Boomer girls are going to have to do to take down the Lady Warriors. You're listening to Day 2 of the Winter Classic on Z92.
You tackle an endless to-do list every day. It may seem like a thankless job, but you know better. It's the little things that matter most. That's why you'll appreciate the enduring value of the Michelin Defender tire. Designed for doers like you, Michelin's longest-lasting tire keeps you on the go longer, so you have one less thing to worry about on your next road trip. Stop in today for miles of uncompromised safety and performance. Visit your local Michelin dealer, High Plains Tire, at 2220 Main in Woodward.
The Age of Reason took place over 200 years ago. It was a time of amazing scientific and philosophical progress all over the world. Truth, reason, and tolerance thrived and even shaped the Constitution of the United States of America, the foundation of our democracy. But now those building blocks of America, of democracy, are under attack. In just 2 decades, big tech social media billionaires have allowed their platforms to roll back truth, facts, and tolerance, and fill the screens in our homes and in our pockets with lies and hate. Online disinformation and hate affect everything, everyone, everywhere. It splits us apart, hurts our children, polarizes our societies, and is literally leading to violence and terror in our communities. Lies and hate everywhere are a threat to all people, anywhere. Be a part of the change. Help defend the future of our democracy. Go to counterhate.com to learn more.
I've been driving trucks for a long time. Safety is my #1 priority. I know that my truck has huge blind spots. That's why I remember to check my mirrors often for smaller vehicles. Everyone can help keep our roads safe. Next time you're behind the wheel, try to avoid lingering in those blind spots. It can be dangerous. Let's all plan to share the road safely. Learn how at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov.
Go for it.
Boomer basketball on Z92. Dakota Wagner, Ron Sutherland here as we are getting set to take on the Lady Warriors, the 3-0 Lady Warriors.
High atop Boomer Fieldhouse as we are in the second winners bracket semifinal. The winner of this game will take on UConn tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock in the championship. UConn was a very impressive 50-31 victor over the Weatherford Lady Eagles a little bit early. They were able to take Weatherford completely out of their game and come away with a 19-point victory. So the winner of this will be in the championship tomorrow evening against UConn Lady Millers. And the third place game will take on Weatherford Lady Eagles tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock. Talk a little bit more about this Glenpool team. They're a very balanced team. They go about 10 deep on their bench, 9 or 10 deep. But their offense, they want their offense to run through Tyra McKinney and Camden Hull. McKinney's a freshman, Hull's a sophomore, and they like their offense to run through those two anytime they get the ball in the front court and go on the attack to the basket. So look for those two. Look for them to try to get the ball to those two throughout the evening.
You mentioned an important piece on that was, that 9 or 10 girls, that's almost 5 in, 5 out, a fresh set of legs when you need them. And then you talked about some of those girls down there like McKinney, very aggressive, knows how to get to the rim, knows how to get to the basket, score. This team's going to be a problem for Woodward early on if we cannot set a tone.
Yeah, we'll have to kind of have to set the game. We're going to, we don't want to get trapped into running the Lady Warriors game. They like to run. They like to push the ball. And if we get in a running contest with them, like you said, we'll go 7, maybe 8 deep on the bench, where they'll go 9 or 10 deep and have fresh legs all the time. Besides McKinney and Hull, they have a freshman, or they have two sophomores and a junior going in the starting lineup. So they're young also. And for the Boomers, they're going to start a couple of seniors, probably three seniors, a junior, and a sophomore. As we'll take a look right quick at the starting lineups for the Boomers. It'll be Keely Cope, the 5'6 senior. Number 14, Jocelyn Treese, the 5'8 senior, had 3 points last night. Riley Douglas Fisher, the 5'10 junior, at the post. She had 13 last night. Riley Moore at the 4 spot. She's a 5'10 senior, had 16 last night. And then Lexi Mendel back in the starting lineup tonight, a 5'10 sophomore. They started a bigger lineup against Clinton last night because they felt like they would be able to throw over the top and be able to establish something inside with both Ibarra and Moore and Douglas Fisher in there tonight. We're going to go with Mendel on the outside.
I think that's something that you're going to see throughout the season is Coach Moore, changing up the lineup. Not only that on the girls' side as well as the boys' side. I know Coach Gaines is going to be doing that too. But we are going to take it 1 minute, throw it over to the PA announcer, Troy Hartley, as we are going to have our national anthem.
There's your national anthem, as we are just about ready to get underway here from Boomer Fieldhouse. Getting ready to announce the starting lineups. We've told you who will be on the floor for the Boomers to start this ball game. For the Glenpool Lady Warriors, it'll be number 1, Aaliyah Shawnee. She's a sophomore. She had 9 points last night. Number 3, Yaya Gibson. She's a sophomore. Had 6 in last night's ball game. We've already talked about number 11. That's Camden Hull. She's a sophomore. She was second leading scorer last night with 10 points. Number 14, Michaela Boren. She's a junior. She had 8 points last night. And rounding out the starting 5, the freshman, number 23, Tyra McKinney. She had 12 points last night. McKinney, I believe they list her at 6 foot in the program. I'm not sure the roster they sent us didn't have sizes on it, but I believe that I've heard that. And she's a long, lean, lanky young lady, only a freshman, and that will be key. Is if we can get bodied up on her, if Riley Douglas Fisher can work hard inside and keep her off the block and off the boards.
A lot of size and a lot of speed the Boomers are going to have to go against. And I think this is going to be a revenge game for Coach Moore, a revenge game.
Well, we'll see how the Boomers come out on this one. It will be McKinney to jump center against Riley Moore. Moore listed at 5'10". McKinney is taller than that. The officials run onto the court, and we're ready to go. Glenpool Lady Warriors and the Woodward Boomers in the championship semifinals here of the Compass Athletics Winter Classic. There's the tip, and we're underway. It's won by Glenpool. Shawnee has the ball left wing. Immediately long skip pass cross court goes to Gibson. They reverse around on the far side. Shawnee drives down to the right side, pulls up, free throw line extended, rattles around, no good. Rebound comes down to Moore and also Boren, and it's a tie ball and possession arrow points at the Boomers. Keely Cope will play it in against full court pressure. The 2-2-1 full court pressure by Glenpool. They take it to the middle to Douglas Fisher. Goes to the outside to Mendel. She tries to make a pass inside to Moore. It's knocked away and stolen by Boren. Shawnee with the long pass down to McKinney, under the basket, up and in, off the right side, and McKinney has her first 2 points of the ball game. Again, moving the ball quickly down the court are the Lady Warriors. Riley Douglas Fisher down on the block to Moore from the right side. She goes inside, has the ball stripped away and stolen, and then a foul by Keely Cope. Ball was stolen by Yaya Gibson, and Cope fouled her from behind.
Fortunately, like you said, Cope fouled her from behind, trying to get that reach and get that ball loose.
Gibson will run the point for the Lady Warriors. She brings the ball into the front court. The sophomore. Left wing, it goes to Shawnee. Down inside, they dump it to McKinney. She lost the handle on the ball. It's on the floor. Tied up by Lexi Mendel. And the arrow points in favor of Glenpool.
Good job there by Lexi Mendel, forcing that jump ball.
Glenpool will play the ball in under their own basket into McKinney. She dumps it down low to Shawnee. Shawnee can't handle it. Knocked away and stolen by Riley Moore. Moore dribbles into the front court, goes right wing to Mendel. Mendel skip pass across to Moore, back down low to Douglas Fisher. Mendel drives the right baseline. Now tries to dump it inside to Fisher, stolen away by McKinney. McKinney gets it out to Shawnee, who drives down the court. Passes off to Camden Hull from three-point range. No good. Riley Moore with the rebound, and she's fouled.
Yep, they're going to get a push there on the baseline from Moore.
Yaya Gibson will be called with the foul. Each team with one team foul early. I like that name, Yaya. Ball comes into Mendel. Now she tries to get middle of the court. The ball's stolen away by Gibson. She passes down low to Shawnee, and Shawnee bumps it up and in. And it's 4-0 in favor of Glenpool. Treese into the front court for the Boomers. Comes left side to Cope. Cope, reverse dribble. Trying to find somebody. She's trapped on the near baseline. Has the ball taken away. Jump ball, and it will be in favor of Glenpool. Shawnee reached in and grabbed the ball out of there. Cope held on to it long enough to get the ball. And I say if it goes to Glenpool, it's actually Boomer's arrow, and the Boomers will play it in. Back court to Treese. Dribbles across midcourt, covered by Shawnee. Douglas Fisher goes to Cope. Left wing to Mendel from three. Got it.
Good
Lexi
job.
Mendel for three.
Good follow through there by Mendel.
4-3 in favor of the Lady Warriors. Quickly down the floor, and on the near side, that's number 14, Michaela Boren. Three-pointer from Boren, and it's good, and the score's now 7-3. Right baseline, Mendel, three-pointer off the back of the rim, off of Moore's hands, out of bounds, and it will go to Glenpool. Moore couldn't handle the rebound. So Gibson will bring the ball up the court slowly. She'll be picked up across the midcourt circle by Keely Cope. Ball comes back near side to Boren. Down inside to McKinney. And I believe McKinney's going to be called for the push as she pushed Riley Moore out of there. And Tyra McKinney will pick up her first foul. It's an offensive foul. Jocelyn Treese played in for the Boomers against that full court pressure. The screen, Mendel gets the ball, right corner, goes to the middle to Riley Moore. Moore, cross court to Cope. Cope now will dribble between the circles. She surveys the court, goes Mendel, high right wing. Now dumps it into the short corner to Douglas Fisher, and it's knocked out of bounds over there by Tyra McKinney.
Anytime you go inside the paint, Tyra McKinney's going to be there, and she's going to be going for that ball.
Yeah, not only is she tall, but she's long. She's got a lot of length, and she can get the hands out in the passing lanes and knock that ball away. Right baseline, Mendel dribbles out towards the top. Tries to go down to Briley Douglas Fisher, has the ball stolen away. And quickly into the front court is Gibson. Right side from the block. Lays it up, it's in, and she's fouled.
Jocelyn Treese kind of stepped in the way. I don't think she meant to intentionally bump her, but unfortunately she'll get the contact.
Yeah, Treese picks up her first foul. It's a second team foul. And Gibson will go to the line to shoot 2. And into the ball game for the first time, we will see number 13, Akia Rowland. Free throw by Gibson is good. Glenpool leads it 10-3 with 5 minutes to go, first quarter. Reese has the ball stolen away on the pass. It's on the floor, and we've got a jump ball, and it's in favor of Glenpool. Reese had the ball knocked away by Shawnee, and then Shawnee jumped on the floor and tied it up.
This team is very good at defense.
10-3 our score. Gibson dribbles with the right hand. Dishes it off to Shawnee. Shawnee, top of the key, three-pointer. Off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Keely Cope, and she'll be fouled, I believe, by Gibson.
I think Gibson kind of grabbed her by the hip there.
Yaya Gibson has 2 fouls. 3 team fouls now on Glenpool. And into the game now is Amaya Rowland. In for Gibson. Goes to the bench with 2 fouls. Ball comes into Treese. She's guarded closely by Hull. Now she gets it to the middle to Moore. Moore dribbles across the midcourt line, dumps it down to Briley Douglas Fisher. It's too tall, out of bounds, and another turnover for the Boomers.
And her way was rolling. She could not find any way around rolling.
Ball comes into Shawnee. She'll run the point now that Gibson is on the bench for Glenpool. Dribbles over to the left side. Pushed out high by Treese. Now she'll come back to the right. Comes near side to Amaya Rowland. Back out to Shawnee. 4:20 to go, first quarter. Rowland drives, puts it up. She'll be fouled on the floor by Treese.
They're going to say Treese got her on a push there.
Second foul on Jocelyn. Third team foul. Glenpool will play the ball in from the baseline. Dump it inside to McKinney, and she's fouled by Moore. Riley was trying to get out and cover her up, and she couldn't get it shut down, and Riley will pick up her first. Fourth team foul for the Boomers. 4-low set for Glenpool. They dump it into McKinney high at the free throw line. She comes across to Rowland. Stolen away by Douglas Fisher. All the way to the other end. Douglas Fisher off the right side. Ball comes off the rim. Gets her own rebound. Gets it out to Treese, and the Boomers will set their half-court offense. Comes near side to Cope. Down baseline to Mendel. Through her hands. She saves it into Douglas Fisher, who gets it over to Treese. Right side. Cope back near side to Mendel. Lexi will dribble out high. They go inside to Moore. Moore dumps it inside to Douglas Fisher. Right baseline three-pointer. Treese no good. Rebound Mendel. Back out top. Boomers reset. 3:37 to go. First quarter. Treese goes inside to Moore from 12. She puts up a shot. No good. Rebound comes down to Hull. Hull quickly gets it up front to Shawnee. Shawnee cross court. Now to Rowland. Goes back out to Amaya Rowland. We've got Akaya and Amaya. Amaya Rowland dribbles in. Little runner in front, and it's good. 2 points for Amaya Rowland, and it's 12-3 in favor of Glenpool. Cope gets the ball across. Free throw line to Moore. Down to Mendel, right baseline. She looks for Moore in the short corner. She's found her. Back out to Cope for 3. Left wing. Front of the rim. Rebound. Treese. She puts it back up, and she will be fouled. I believe that's Camden Hull with the foul. Yes, it is. Number 11.
Good way for Treese to read that miss, go back up with it, draw the contact, and get 2.
2:50 to go, first quarter. Boomers trail at 12-3. Treese at the line. First free throws off the front of the rim. No good. Back into the game now is Michaela Boren, and she comes in. Didn't see him there, I believe, maybe for Hull. For Hull. Second free throw from Treese is good. Jocelyn with her first point of the ball game is 12-4. 2:45 remaining, first period here at Boomer Fieldhouse. Shawnee takes it to Rowland. Now back out to the other. Rowland for 3 from the right wing. No good. McKinney with the rebound, and she's going to get called for the foul. Tyra McKinney with 2. I would suspect that Coach Belleville will have her come into the bench, and he does.
she was kind of over the body of Keely Cope. They're trying to get that rebound, and that's where they're going to call the foul.
Camden Hull is in for Tyra McKinney. That's big for the Boomers to get McKinney on the bench here in the first quarter. 2:15 to go. Boomers trail at 12-4. Crease into the front court, guarded by Shawnee. Right wing to Mendel. Mendel tries a skip pass cross court, knocked away by Shawnee, picked out of the air by Rowland, and now they get it to Hull. Into the front court, dumps it inside to number 13, Amaya Rowland, and she's fouled. I believe by Mendel. Let's see. Yes, Lexi Mendel picks up her first.
Unfortunately, Lexi Mendel kind of got shoved out of the way there on that rebound, and she tries to go back in for it and draws a contact.
Akaya Rowland at the line to shoot two. First free throw's no good. Second free throw on the way. That one's good. Kaya Rowland with her first point is 13-4 in favor of Glenpool. Under 2 minutes to play. Right wing, it goes to Lily Luckett, who's in the game. Ball's kicked by Aaliyah Shawnee. Boomers will play the ball in again on the far side. Luckett in the game in place of Mendel. Lily's a senior for the Boomers. Cope tries to throw over the top, knocked away by Shawnee. She got it back, goes inside to Douglas Fisher, and over the back of Douglas Fisher is Akaya. She'll first foul.
A lot of mismatch in height here.
So that will put Briley Douglas Fisher at the line to shoot two. Both teams have 5 team fouls in the double bonus here in the first quarter. Free throw rule change here. 5 fouls beyond in each quarter is a double bonus. No more 1-on-1. Douglas Fisher with the free throw off the front of the rim. Here's her second. That one is good. Briley has her first points of the game. Quickly, the ball into the front court. Shawnee goes to Boren left side. Back to Shawnee, top of the key. Rowland sets the screen. Now rolls out of it. Drives into the lane. Hull right side three-pointer. Baseline, no good. Rebound comes off to Shawnee. Turn around, puts it back up. No good. Keely Cope with the rebound, and Cope will be fouled. I believe she will be fouled by Amaya Rowland. Nope, foul is on number 13, Akaya Rowland. Girls look much alike.
Yes, I agree.
Up off the bench now for Glenpool will be 20, Mesky Proctor. He'll check in. Cope, free throw off the back of the rim, no good. Michelle Ibarra will check in for the Boomers in place of Riley Moore. And Proctor checks in for Akaya Rowland, who just picked up her second foul. Cope's second free throw, that was good. Keeley's in the scorebook. It's 13-6 in favor of Glenpool. Boomers have kind of quieted the scoring from Glenpool here in the last couple of minutes. Driving downside is Hull. Kicks it out, three-point range to Michaela Boren from the right wing, and it's good. Michaela Boren with her second three-pointer of the ball game. It's 16-6 now in favor of Glenpool. Down low on the baseline to Luckett. She tries to put up a shot from the near side, and I believe she's fouled by Boren. Hard to see those fingers here. We'll wait for the scoreboard.
Number 2, I believe, is what they said.
2 would be Amaya Rowland, and Luckett's first free throw is good.
So we'll pick up her first foul.
Double bonus for both teams. Luckett's second free throw is good. 16-8 is our score. Into the front court is Aaliyah Shawnee. Little shake and bake in the lane. Drives down the left side. Lays it up. No good. Rebound Luckett. Luckett dribbles to her right. Quickly. She's shut down by Shawnee. Pitched by Shawnee. Shawnee drives left side. Left-handed layup is good. Now the Boomers trying to get the ball in. It's stolen again by Shawnee. She lays it up on the right side, and it's good. Shawnee all of a sudden over the game in the backcourt. Now Treese into the front court with 14 seconds. Right wing, way out top to Keely Cope. Cope going inside to Douglas Fisher. It's knocked away and stolen by Aaliyah Shawnee once again. We have a foul called.
Keely Cope.
Cope. That'll be her second. Shawnee will go to the line to shoot two. She scored the last 6 points for Glenpool, 2 on steals, 1 with a basket on the baseline. Now she's got an opportunity to go shoot a couple of free throws. First free throw is good. She has 7. Into the game, Riley Moore and Lexi Mendel. They will check in for Lily Luckett and Michelle Ibarra. Shawnee, second free throw with 8.3 seconds to go. That was also good. Aaliyah Shawnee now with 8 points. 6 seconds to go into the front court. Mendel goes down baseline to Moore. Cross court to Lily Luckett from 3, and it's off the front of the rim, no good. We end the first quarter 22-8 in favor of the Glenpool Lady Warriors. We'll be back here at Boomer Fieldhouse in 60 seconds. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92.
Need to pay the babysitter, but don't have enough cash? Use Zelle, located in the Bank 7 mobility app, to send money from your account to someone else's within minutes. With an email address or phone number, you can directly pay anyone you trust. Zelle is fast, safe, and free. Visit bank7.com for more details. Data rates and transfer limits may apply. Member FDIC.
Life never stops moving. Between the 30-minute commutes, daycare pickups, and that weekend trip to Grandma's, you're racking up the miles. What you need is a tire that can keep up, like the exceptionally long-lasting Michelin Defender tire. With an 80,000-mile warranty and the safety you expect, you can lose track of the miles and focus on what really matters, the memories made along the way. Stop in today at 2220 Main in Woodward to see your local Michelin dealer, High Plains Tire.
Back at Boomer Fieldhouse, Ron Sunderland and Dakota Wagner has jumped out to a 22-8 lead at the end of the first quarter. Boomers have the ball to start the second quarter. They get it in there, right baseline to Briley Douglas Fisher. It's knocked out of bounds. Ball remains with the Boomers. Lady Warriors decked out in their royal blue. Boomers in their home white. Ball goes down low to Mendel. Left block. She puts it up. Turn around. No good. Rebound comes down. Tied up between Douglas Fisher and Akaya Rowland. No, that's Mesky Proctor. Arrow points in favor of Glenpool. They'll play it in under their own basket. Walking it into the front court is Shawnee. She's run the point ever since Gibson went to the bench with 2 fouls. Shawnee, right wing, started by Treese. Dribbles down left, lays it up off the left side. Underhanded scoop shot is good.
Not a whole lot Jocelyn Treese could do against that size.
10 points for Shawnee. 24-8 in favor of Glenpool. Right baseline, short corner, it goes to Douglas Fisher. 3-point range on the near side is Mendel. Cross court to Luckett. She pulls up from 16. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Mendel. She steps in. Shot's blocked. That time by Rowland. Get it out in front to Shawnee. Nice move inside. Reverse left-hand layup for Shawnee. And I'm impressed.
That is very impressive.
Aaliyah Shawnee with 12 points for Glenpool. On the block, Riley Moore, right side, off the glass is good. Riley gets her first bucket. She has 2 points. It's 26-10. 6.5 to go in the half. Shawnee comes near side to Hull. Hull drives in, 6-foot runner, no good. Rebound. Brought down, wrestled out of there by Riley Moore. Treese quickly into the front court, comes to Moore, left wing. Skip pass to Mendel, right wing, 3-pointer, back of the rim. Rebound comes down to Shawnee. Aaliyah Shawnee Goes 1-on-2 in the front court, pulls up, free throw line, and it rattles around, rolls around, and falls through.
Our girls got to step up in that shot and contest it.
Yeah, Shawnee's doing everything right now. Right wing is Treese. Short corner it goes to Moore. Inside to Douglas Fisher, who banks it up and in. Good offensive ball movement that time by the Boomers. Exactly what they wanted to do. Into the front court. Now the ball comes near side to Boren. Three-pointer on the way. It's good.
And that was a good contest there from Douglas Fisher. Nothing really she could do. And we're going to have a timeout there by Coach Moore.
Timeout by the Boomers. They trail at 31-12 to Glenpool, and it's going to be a full timeout. We'll take a 60-second break. We'll be back. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92.
The next disaster is coming. The time to get ready is now. Make a plan. Choose meetup locations and keep a contact list. Build a kit with food and water. Don't forget your pets. Keep extra medicine on hand. Make copies of key documents and keep them somewhere safe. Stay informed, learn about local hazards, and sign up for alerts. Be ready. Learn more at americares.org/send-us-in.
I wanted to quit for so long. Didn't know where to start.
I was afraid of what people would think. Then I found the right support to start my recovery journey.
I found a path that worked for me.
1 in 14 Americans reports experiencing a substance use disorder, a treatable medical condition. Treatment can take many forms, so there are a variety of options to explore and find the one that works best for you. Recovery from drug addiction is possible. Visit cdc.gov/stop-overdose to learn more about the various paths to recovery.
We're back here at Boomer Basketball on Z92. Across the world on Z92online.com and Boomer. That's covered everywhere. Mendel has the ball right wing, dribbles to the left, comes back to the top. She's picked up by Gibson, who's back in the ball game for the first time since halfway through the first quarter. Moore comes cross court to Treese. Treese, left wing, it goes to Luckett. Luckett looks in for Moore, can't find her. Now she goes far side to Mendel, right baseline. Lexi will dribble back out between the circles, comes to Treese. Back to Mendel, far side. She dribbles down. Boomer's being very deliberate here. Left side it comes to Luckett. She goes in, dumps it down low to Moore from 6. Off the back of the rim, no good. And the rebound comes down to Akaya Rowland. Quickly into the front court, and we have a travel. Camry Brown, the sophomore's in the game. She caught the ball backing up and took too many steps, and the ball goes over to the Boomers.
Last possession, you'd like to see what the Boomers did working that ball around, swing it around. Let's see if they can get a bucket here.
Ball into the high post, dump it down into the short baseline and score. That's exactly what they did last time. Here's Mendel. She goes short corner to Moore. Moore looks inside for Douglas Fisher. She's not there. Now Lexi Mendel dribbles back to the top of the key. Down left baseline to Lily Luckett. Luckett dribbles back to the top. Goes across to Lexi Mendel, right baseline. Treese. She tries to go inside to Briley Douglas Fisher on the block, and it's knocked out of bounds. So who that is, I believe that's maybe Proctor, or it could be Brown down there. I believe that's Brown. Right baseline, out to Mendel, right wing. Again, she'll dribble left, cross-court pass to Lily Luckett. Luckett back across the court to the other side. They dump it inside to Moore. It's knocked away, picked up by Brown. Brown now stolen away by Mendel. She comes to Briley Douglas Fisher, down on the block to Lily Luckett, goes inside, has the ball knocked away, picked up by Mendel, who backs out on the right side. Moore dribbles up from the right block, puts it up and in.
Good offensive possession there by the Boomers, regaining control of that and getting a basket.
Cameron Hull for 3. She got it, right baseline. Camden Hull, her first bucket of the ball game. She has 3 points. I'll tell you, these Lady Warriors are hitting from everywhere on the floor. Mendel, guarded out there by Gibson. They dump it inside to Briley Douglas Fisher off the right side. No good. Got her own rebound, put it back up and in.
Good putback by Douglas Fisher.
Briley being strong inside. Again, Camden Hole, left side, three-point range, no good. Rebound, flashing through there is number 5, Camry Brown. She put the shot back up. It's rebounded by Therese. Into the front court, Mendel, guarded closely by Yaya Gibson. Now they dump it inside to Douglas Fisher on the block. She'll kick it back out. Left wing, it comes to Luckett. Tries to find Douglas Fisher inside. Nobody there. Goes down to Douglas Fisher. Left wing, 17-footer off the back of the rim. Rebound comes down to Hull. Quickly, lead pass down to Gibson. Drives it up on the right side. She scores and is fouled by Luckett.
I may be wrong, but I think she's just a freshman.
Gibson? Maybe.
My roster is...
She's not on the roster. I saw her as I dug through the scorebook from last night. She is not on the roster that they turned in to the program people either. Gibson at the line. First free throw's on the way. Rattles in and out. Douglas Fisher with the rebound. Goes cross court. Knocked away by Shawnee. Pass to Gibson. Moves it up and in on the right side.
Yep, Gibson is a freshman, a 5'3" freshman.
She's got 7. 40 to 18. Dump it inside to Douglas Fisher. She bumps it off the right side. It's good, and she's fouled.
Just a minute here. The aggressive for the second quarter.
Foul is called on number 2, Amaya Rowland, for second. Fifth foul for Glenpool here in the second quarter. 59.9 seconds to go. Douglas Fisher, free throw, rims around and out. No good. Rebound. Comes down to Akaya Rowland. Quickly into the front court to Aaliyah Shawnee.
Play the side.
Among others. But that's a team that's really a lot of fun to watch.
Oh, we have a minute. Gonna thank some quick sponsors real fastly here. High Plains Tire, our gold sponsor. Top Cat Formal Wear and Accessories. Divine Stationery. Klein Mechanical. Northwest Glass. Great Plains National Bank. R5 Custom Embroidery. Long Shots Bar and Grill, our coaches show host.
And we're just about ready to go. Lily Luckett will play it in on the near side. It'll be Luckett, Treese, Mendel, Douglas Fisher, and more, starting it off for the Boomers here in the second half. Luckett plays it into Mendel, back court, and she's quickly trapped in the corner and tied up by Yaya Gibson on the far side, and the turnover will give the ball to Glenpool.
Thought we were going to see a little contact there as they quickly trapped her, but they're going to call it a jump ball instead, like you mentioned.
Ball comes into Gibson. She's guarded out high by Luckett. She'll dribble to her left. Now Shawnee pops out on the far side, guarded by Mendel. Comes back to Gibson. Back to Shawnee, dribbles in, lays it up left side with the right hand, and she scores. Quickly into the front court, Jocelyn Treese dribbles over to the right side. She's trapped near the sideline, gets it away to Douglas Fisher, drives right baseline, dishes it off to Luckett. She can't handle it, skips away, chased down by Luckett. She goes back out high to Lexi Mendel, dribbling right, comes to Treese, Down short corner to Douglas Fisher into Moore in the lane, and again it works to perfection.
Wait for
And
Moore
Riley
to be
Moore.
aggressive.
42-24, our score. Shawnee just kind of taking her time in the front court. Hands the ball off to Gibson. Now Glenpool will set their defense. Coming out high, Camden Hull. Near side to Gibson. Back out top to Boren. Right wing to Hull. Baseline it goes to Shawnee. Inside to McKinney. Up off the right side, and she scores. We haven't seen McKinney in the game since midway through the first quarter when she picked up her second foul, and she picks up right where she left off. Lays it in on the right side. Treese right wing three. Back of the rim. Rebound. Comes down the middle. She's knocked down by Moore. The ball goes away. Up front to Aaliyah Shawnee. Lays it up on right side. Easy layup for Aaliyah Shawnee. She now has 20. Lead is at 22, 46-24. Treese dribbles right. Comes to Luckett. Luckett looks down low for Douglas Fisher. Now pulls it back out high. Now goes to Douglas Fisher. Right baseline. Once more inside. There. Now goes to Moore. High post. Riley. Backdoor cut by Lexi Mendel. Left side. Rolls around and it's good.
Good backdoor there by Riley Moore to Mendel on the assist.
Good awareness by Mendel to recognize outside help. She was wide open. Three-pointer on the ray by Boren. It's no good. Ripped away. The rebound is by Douglas Fisher. She goes all the way to the other end, lays it up on the right side, and it's good.
You like to see the aggressiveness.
Now quickly, Gibson, right side, three-pointer, rebound, comes down to Lily Luckett, gets the ball to Douglas Fisher, who dishes it ahead to Jocelyn Treese. Near side, right wing, Luckett, looks inside. She'll dribble back to the left. Dribble, right baseline to Moore. Pass knocked away by Boren, out of bounds, and the ball remains with the Boomers. Boomers being more deliberate, a little more passing, trying to attack. Now that Glenpool's dropped back in that zone, they're trying to attack the gaps a little bit, see if they can get more isolated inside.
Oh, wow, they're going to get Lexi Mendel here on an offensive push-off.
Yeah, she pushed off that left hand as she was coming to the right. I mean, it was pretty obvious. It was a good call. Second foul on Mendel. Shawnee plays it in far side to Gibson. Gibson walks it into the front court. Top of the key. Near side to Hull. Goes back to Boren. Right side wing three-pointer, no good. Rebound McKinney. She turns to her left, puts it up over Moore, and it's good. Tyra McKinney now with 6 points. And stolen away by Shawnee. How many times have we said that today? Layup off the right side, no good. Mendel with the rebound. Up front to Treese. She dribbles down right baseline. She's cut off there by Gibson. Moore on the right wing. Back to Treese, who dribbles out to the top of the key. Luckett, left baseline. Looks inside for Douglas Fisher. Down baseline to Moore. Moore going to be fouled over there. I think it's on Michaela Boren. Number 14. Let's see.
Yep, it is going to be on Michaela Boren.
So Boren is her first. Substitutions into the game for Glenpool, Amaya and Akaya Rowland. Ball comes into Moore. Left free throw line. She's fouled. She'll be fouled by Shawnee. First foul for Shawnee. The third team foul. Well, they have Shawnee for 2. That's what I'm going to say. 2 fouls on Shawnee. Ball come in, stolen by Shawnee. Dribbles down the left side. No look pass to Gibson, backside. Off the right side, no good. Rebound McKinney. She puts it back up. Long rebound to Shawnee. Left baseline. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound by Douglas Fisher. Leads Mendel just a little too much. Knocked out of bounds on the front side by Amaya Rowland. Good action there. Boomers being aggressive, trying to get the long pass down court. Knocked out of bounds. Treese brings it in to Douglas Fisher. Free throw line extended right side. Luckett on left wing, left baseline to Treese. Back out to Luckett. He's guarded closely by Gibson. Bounce pass across to Mendel. Right wing. She looks for Douglas Fisher inside, and Douglas Fisher is fronted in there. She can't get the ball to her. Now the ball stolen away by Gibson. Dishes it forward to Aaliyah Shawnee. Rebound's no good. Rebound comes down to Treese. She presses it into the front court. Now thinks better and pulls up. Inside it goes to Douglas Fisher. Back to Luckett from the right wing. Three-pointer off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound comes down to Shawnee. She can't handle it. She throws it off a Treese out of bounds. Glenpool's ball. Now we have. Well, I thought we were having a sub. We did have a substitute come in the game.
It's number 11, I believe. Better number 2.
Well, let's see who went to the bench. Looks like Aaliyah Shawnee went to the bench.
I believe so, number 1.
Ball comes near side to Hull. Back out top to Gibson. She dishes inside to McKinney. She's tripped inside, no call. Rebound comes down to Rowland. Kicks it out to Amaya Rowland. Back out to Gibson. Three-pointer from 20, and it's good.
After 8 missed shots, they're finally back on the board.
Wow. I'll tell you, 51-28 in favor of Glenpool. Treese goes right baseline in the short corner to Douglas Fisher. Now goes cross court to Mendel. Left baseline to Lily Luckett. She'll dribble back out high. Looks for Douglas Fisher at the high post. Can't get the ball to her. Now they come to the other side. Treese right baseline three. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Douglas Fisher. She's pushed. And we might have got a late call. Nope, they called it off the shot clock. Out of bounds. Glenpool ball.
Unfortunate there for the Boomers. You would like to see them get the possession score there on the basket, but unfortunately it hits off the shot clock, like you said, goes out of bounds.
Douglas Fisher was shoved from behind. That's why that shot was so errant. There was no call. Hull has the ball over her head, right side. Comes back to Rowland out top. Back to Hull. Cutting inside is Gibson. The pass goes inside the lane to her. It's off the side of the rim. No good. Jocelyn Treese with the rebound. Treese crossover dribble into the front court. It goes to Luckett, right baseline. Lily dribbles back out to the top. She's looking inside. Can't find anybody. Goes down left baseline to Treese. Dumps it inside to Moore at the short corner. Dishes inside to Douglas Fisher. Lays it up and in.
Good ball movement there for the Boomers that round.
That play has worked well. That offense has worked well for the Boomers. Three-pointer on the way from Gibson off the back of the rim. Rebound Mendel. Now she's tied up. Ball arrow points at the Boomers. They get the ball down. They set up a player in the short corner with another player at the high post. Take the ball into the short corner. When the post player collapses, then the Riley Moore is able to cut down the lane wide open and get the shot up off the backboard. And now we have a double dribble called against the Boomers, and it gives the ball back. Glenpool, 1:25 to go in the third quarter. Gibson has the ball out high. Now Hull high on the right side. Rowland, right baseline. To her sister Akaya, and it's knocked out of bounds by Lexi Mendel. I believe those Rowland girls, I believe one's a junior and one's a sophomore. Akaya and Amaya. I don't know, they might be twins. Amaya will play it in, far side, gets it into Gibson, guarded by Mendel, comes cross court to Akaya. Now down low, left baseline three-pointer on the way, no good, but she's fouled as Riley Douglas Fisher backed into her, and that'll be 3 shots for Camden Hull. It's not Kaylee Mills, up off the Boomer bench to check in for the first time this evening, the freshman.
Maya Rowland is a freshman. Kaya Rowland is a senior.
Well, there you go. First free throw from Hull is good.
I do agree with you. They do look a lot alike.
They're definitely sisters, that's for sure. Second free throw on the way from Hull, off the front of the rim. She knew it. No good. The third upcoming. Kaylee Mills will now check in place of Lily Luckett. Mills, the 5'10 freshman. Action here this evening. Camden Hull. That was off the back of the rim, hits the front of the rim, bounces off the side, rebound by Douglas Fisher. Outlet pass stolen away by Aaliyah Shawnee. Ball's tied up, and the arrow points at Glenpool. And Camden Hull will go to the bench as checking back into the ball game is Michaela Boren. Out high is Tyra McKinney. Off her head, chases down the errant pass. Goes to Rowland, dumps it back inside to McKinney. Good job that time as Douglas Fisher and Moore had her fronted and played behind, but they're going to pick up the foul. Let's just see who they give it to. Looks like Riley Moore, her third. It's only the third team foul, so Glenpool will play the ball in. Comes in high out top to McKinney. Dump it back inside to Aaliyah Shawnee, and she'll be fouled by Mills.
That time just kind of went over left hand, just backwards with it. Interesting shot.
Well, she's very solid, but she does do some unorthodox things on the court that gives teams some problems. Camden Hole is up off the bench to check back in for Glenpool. First free throw rattled around and fell off, no good. Hole will check into the game for McKinney. So McKinney will go back to the bench. She has seen limited action here tonight. She's been frustrated all night long. Shawnee with the second free throw. That one's good. Shawnee now has 21 after finishing with 9 last night. Treese trapped in the corner, tries to step through. She's tied up, and the arrow points in favor of the Boomers. They get in that corner on the near side, and they're really good about using that sideline as a third defender, and they get the player trapped against the sideline, and boy, it's tough to get out of there.
I don't think we've got out of one yet.
Ball comes into Mendel in the backcourt. 35 seconds to go in the third period. Inside it goes to Mills. Back out left baseline for 3 from 4. It's long, no good. Rebound off of Mills' hands. Goes into Rowland. Rowland with the long pass down to Hole. Hole on the left baseline gets it to Shawnee. Dribbles around Mills. Lays it up. Left side, no good. Rebound Rowland. And it's saved on the far side by Mendel. Saved into Treese with 13 seconds to go. And she's tied up. And the arrow, again, in favor of the Boomers.
Just like you were talking about, getting in that trap situation and not being able to get out of it with Jocelyn Treese there. And now the officials are going to be discussing something where the possession is going to be
Yeah,
at.
the possession arrow wasn't on the last possession, so it is in favor of Glenpool. Warren will play it in, far side for the Lady Warriors. Comes out high to Aaliyah Shawnee, guarded by Kaylee Mills, the freshman. Dribbling to the left is Shawnee, 8-foot runner in front of the basket, no good. Off the back of the rim, rebound by Mendel. She'll dribble to midcourt, and that will be the end of the third quarter. Our score stands Glenpool 53, Woodward 30. We'll be back here at Boomer Fieldhouse. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92.
Life never stops moving. Between the 30-minute commutes, daycare pickups, and that weekend trip to Grandma's, you're racking up the miles. What you need is a tire that can keep up, like the exceptionally long-lasting Michelin Defender tire. With an 80,000-mile warranty and the safety you expect, you can lose track of the miles and focus on what really matters, the memories made along the way. Stop in today at 2220 Main in Woodward to see your local Michelin dealer, High Plains Tire.
Hey Lisa, I've been seeing those pics you post of you and your family at all those fun events. What gives?
Oh, VetTix.
What's VetTix?
VetTix is an amazing charity that gives free event tickets, like concerts, sporting events, and shows, to currently serving military vets and their families, and to the immediate families of troops killed in action.
We have extra tickets sometimes. Can I donate them?
Yes, just go to vettix.org. You can give your extra tickets, and other vets like me can sign up to get them.
What a great way to give back. And listen, thank you for your service.
Award-winning Boomer cheerleaders entertaining the crowd in the third and the fourth quarters. We come back to Boomer Fieldhouse along with Dakota Wagner, and the Boomers have possession to start the fourth. They quickly take it inside on the block to Mills. She puts it up. It's blocked by Rowland. Long pass out to Shawnee. Left side, lays it up. No good. Rebound by Mills. Good hustle by Mills to get down and get the rebound. Now it's the outlet pass to Moore. Goes up high to Mendel. Mendel into the front court. It's 2-on-3, so she'll pull up. And trapped over there on the sideline again. Left baseline, it goes to Mills. She pulls up from 15. Off the front of the rim. Moore with the rebound. Has her shot blocked. Gets a rebound back again. Puts it up. And gets another rebound. And puts it back up. And this time it falls as she's fouled.
Way for Riley Moore to be patient with that. Getting her own rebound. Finally finding the right step and getting that one to fall.
See who they call the foul on. Number 11, that's Camden Hull with her second. Moore gets the and one. Now got 11. 53-33 is our score. Gibson into the front court to Boren, right side. She drives baseline, guarded by Treese. Now she dishes it to Gibson, far side. Comes back to Hull. He gets it back to Aaliyah Shawnee. She's pushed out high by Mills. Kelly playing good defense on Shawnee. Boomers in a man-to-man defense now. Three-pointer on the way from Michaela Boren, left wing. It's good. 12 points now for Boren. Into the front court, right baseline. Three-pointer from Douglas Fisher off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound comes down to McKinney. Long pass down court to Aaliyah Shawnee. Right side, lays it up and in. And she's fouled by Douglas Fisher.
Riley Douglas Fisher kind of scratching her head on that one. She wasn't trying to get too much contact in there, but she did, unfortunately.
Good hustle by Douglas Fisher to get back down the floor with Shawnee. Shawnee's only a sophomore.
And this team is very young and very talented.
Yes, Shawnee's a good one. Free throw on the way from Shawnee. Rattles around, no good. Rebound, Douglas Fisher. Briley gets it out to Mendel. Will bring the ball into the front court. Jocelyn down left baseline to Mills. Back out high to Treese. Reverse the ball to the near side to Mendel. Looks inside for Douglas Fisher. She's covered up. Now Mills with a skip pass cross court to Treese. Down inside to Mills. Back inside the lane to Riley Moore. 10-footer on the way. No good. Rebound, Rowland. She gets it out to Gibson. Gibson lays it up off the right side. That's good. They're just starting to attack the basket. Every time the shot goes up, one of the Lady Warrior players breaks downfield, and now the cross-court pass stolen by Hull. Lays it up to Aaliyah Shawnee, who lays it in. And the score's 62-33. With 5:45 to go in the ball game. Right baseline, it goes to Riley Moore. Back out to Treese. Cross court to Mendel. Left wing. Now left baseline to Briley Douglas Fisher. Douglas Fisher has it knocked away by Shawnee, but Briley chases it down again. Tries to go inside to Mills. Ball's knocked away by Boren, but also Mills is fouled by Boren. Kayla Boren with her second. That's the second team foul. Boren will get a rest as back into the ball game is Akaya Rowland. And it comes to Moore. Left baseline to Mendel. She dribbles in towards the free throw line. Now backs out. Cross court to Treese. Knocked out of bounds by Shawnee.
Even though that Glenpool has a lead here, they are still being very aggressive here in the fourth quarter.
Treese will play it in near side. Gets it into Moore. Hands it back to Treese. Gets the ball out high. Started by Shawnee. Dribbles right. Inside on the block to Moore. Kicks it back out right baseline. Riley pulls up from 12. No good. Rebound comes down to Rowland. She gets it out to Shawnee. Shawnee quickly into the front court. Comes inside to Tyra McKinney, who kicks it. Bull goes to Shawnee. Back inside to McKinney. McKinney gets the ball off the floor, puts it up and in.
Way for Moore to contest, but man, McKinney just powerhouses through it.
About 6 feet tall. She's not real hefty. She's not big, but boy, she plays strong inside. Ball goes into Mills on the block. Turns, puts it up on the right side. No good. Rebound, Douglas Fisher. She puts it back up and in.
Good eye there by Douglas to get the rebound.
Douglas Fisher now with 11. Gibson into the front court for Glenpool. Patient, taking their time. Now backing in is Gibson. She drives in, right side, lays it up and in. Gibson with 14. Left wing it goes Douglas Fisher. 20-footer on the way. It's good. Riley Douglas Fisher for three.
Back-to-back buckets there for Douglas Fisher.
Shawnee brings the ball up the floor. 4 minutes to go, halfway through this final quarter. Gibson guarded by Mendel. Right side it goes to Shawnee. Shawnee lost the handle for a second. She picks it up. Three-pointer, top of the key, no good. Rebound Mills. Mills, outlet pass to the far side. Saved on the far side by a great job by Gibson. but she saves it back into the Boomers. Man, that was athletic.
That was very impressive, too.
Katie Mills into the front court. Comes to Treese, right wing. Back inside the Mills. Stolen away by McKinney. Knocked out of bounds by McKinney. The ball will stay with the Boomers.
McKinney really wanted that ball there, and we're going to have a couple substitutions in here.
Boomers, Bailey Nelson and Michelle Abar in place of Mendel. For Glenpool, like Boren is back in, as is Akaya Rowland. Ball comes in high to Briley Douglas Fisher, top of the key. Comes across to Bailey Nelson through her hands. Out of bounds. Ball goes over to Glenpool. And into the game now for Glenpool, again, is Mesky Proctor. We haven't seen her a lot. She had 3 points in last night's ball game against Lubbock Roosevelt. Gibson brings the ball in, gives it across to Boren. One thing we can say right now is Shawnee's not in the ball game. Ball goes inside to Proctor, off her hands, knocked out of bounds by Mill. 3:10 to go in the ball game. It looks like Glenpool will advance to take on UConn in tomorrow night's championship of the Compass Athletics Winter Classic. Inbounds pass to Gibson, right side, lays it up. She's fouled by Treese. That was no good.
It's a smart move there by the freshman, knowing where the ball is, going straight to the rim and drawing the contact. It's unfortunate that it's going to be the second foul there on Treese.
Yaya Gibson has 14 points. Free throw. Good. Gibson has 15. 67 to 38 lead for the Lady Warriors. And Coach Belleville is over there visiting with his bench, giving some instruction to some people who are probably going to be in the game shortly. Michelle Ibarra with the rebound. Gets it out to Bailey Nelson, who gets it to Treese, who brings it across court. Ibarra goes down, sets up on the block. Treese, left wing, goes inside to Ibarra. She spins, now kicks it back out to Mills. Mills wants to go into Ibarra. Ibarra gets it, turns left, puts it off the backboard. No good. Rebound Douglas Fisher off the back of the rim. No good. And the rebound is going to be knocked out of bounds, I believe, by Glenpool. And it should be Boomer's ball.
Yep. Going to be Boomer possession. Lily Luckett going to be checking in. Jocelyn Treese going to be checking out.
And Camry Brown will check in place of Yaya Gibson. Gibson's probably seen her last action of the evening. Near side is Nelson. Out high to Douglas Fisher. Tried the backdoor cut to Luckett. It wasn't there. Lily, high left wing, throws it to Nelson through her hands, out of bounds. Glenpool's ball. 2:20 to go. Comes in the backcourt. Proctor just slowly walks the ball up the floor. It'll be guarded by Mills out top. Kaylee. The ball comes near side to Rowland. She has it tipped away, but she'll chase it down. Ibarra follows her inside. Rowland puts up the shot. Good. Got her own rebound and put back. She has 4. Luckett will run the point now for the Boomers. Comes Mills near side. Out high to Bailey Nelson in between the circles. Nelson into Douglas Fisher, who drives right side off the backboard. No good. Rebound Boren. Quick outlet pass on the near side to Rowland. She lays it up off the left side. No good. She'll be fouled by Nelson.
Nelson kind of shakes her head there. She wasn't trying to force her way into the contact. She was just trying to be with her every step of the way.
Yep, the freshman hustle back down the court to run with Rowland. Amaya Rowland with 4. First free throw off the back of the rim, no good.
Here comes a mass substitution of Lady Warriors.
Like we've got number 21, Autumn Spears, in the game for the first time. Also, number 12, Cameron Shedd. Number 15, Shyla Tennille. Boomers had a substitution also, I believe. Maybe it was Alexis Ibarra.
Correct.
And Michelle Ibarra pulls down the rebound. Nelson tried to go inside, had the ball knocked away out of bounds by number 5. That's Camry Brown. And now Brown will check out, as checking into the ball game will be the sophomore Riley Hunter. So Coach Belleville has cleaned his bench out, as has the Boomers. Michelle Ibarra, right baseline, dribbles inside. I think she stepped on the out-of-bounds line. That'll be a turnover to Glenpool.
Unfortunately, there she was looking for an open pass on the side, but like you said, stepped on the baseline.
Also into the game for the Boomers is Belinda Romero, 5'7" junior. Nelson will pick up Shed out front. Shed takes it over to Spears. Now, coming around off the far side is Hunter. She puts a shot up. Rebound to Belinda Romero, and she's tied up out front by number 15, Shyla Tennille, and the possession arrow in favor of Glenpool. 48 seconds to go in this one. Glenpool leads at 69-38. Ball comes in near side. Now down on the baseline it goes to Shed. Shed has the ball knocked away. On the floor is Mills, picked up by Michelle Ibarra. She gets it out to Bailey Nelson. Nelson back to Mills in the middle of the court. Mills looks inside. Now comes near side to Nelson. Nelson goes into Alexis Ibarra. Belinda Romero drives down the right side, lays it up off the backboard. No good. Rebound tied up, and the ball will stay with the Boomers. Michelle Ibarra, and it looks like Shyla Tennille tied up there. Comes into Nelson, right baseline. Out high to Ibarra. She lays it up right side. She's fouled. Ibarra will go to the line to shoot two. The foul's on number 12, Cameron Shed. It's her first. Third team foul. Ibarra at the line to shoot two. First free throw off the back of the rim. 12.9 seconds to go. Boomers will fall in this one, playing the third place game in a rematch against the Weatherford Lady Eagles tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Ibarra's second rebound is in, or second free throw rather is in. That's her first point of the game. 8 seconds to go as Glenpool advances the ball up. Nelson forcing the action out front, knocks the ball out of bounds. 3.9 seconds. Glenpool will throw the ball in and just hold it. And there's your final buzzer. Glenpool comes away with the 69-39 victory over the Boomers in this championship semifinal matchup here from Boomer Fieldhouse this evening. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll wrap this for you from Boomer Fieldhouse. This is Boomer Basketball on Z92.
For more than 20 years, Northwest Glass has served Northwest Oklahoma with all their glass and door needs, including vehicle and equipment, windshield replacements and chip repairs, rekeying locks, and window and door repairs and installations. Call 256-4324 or stop by 611 Texas Avenue for all your glass and door needs. Boomers.
R5 in Woodward offers you the very best in custom embroidery, screen printing, and heat pressing. R5 can personalize anything from hats to hoodies, shirts to jackets, and much more, including all your Boomer gear. Visit the store at 817 Main Street in Woodward or call at 580-256-3579 to place your order today.
Dear VetTix, it was nice to spend the night with my daughter and other veterans. It's so humbling to attend an event when you feel appreciated.
I had a wonderful time with my family. Thank you for the memories, VetTix.
Dear VetTix, thank you for a great experience and for your support of the military and veterans.
Thank you so much, VetTix. Our family has gone through a lot the last few years, and this gave us a nice break.
Every empty seat at a concert, game, or special event is a missed opportunity to say thank you to a veteran or a service member. By giving your extra tickets to VetTix, you'll help America's heroes reduce stress, strengthen family bonds, create a truly happy memory that will last a lifetime. So when you really want to say thank you for your service, give the experience, give the memory. VetTix. Something to gave. For more information on how you can make a difference, go to vettix.org.
Giving your child their first phone is an important and often difficult decision. After all, it is a milestone in your child's development. The Phone Ready Quiz from the American Academy of Pediatrics can help make this decision easier. Go to healthychildren.org/phone ready quiz to take a short questionnaire that'll help you decide if you and your child are ready, almost ready, or not yet ready for their first phone. Go to healthychildren.org/phone ready quiz today.
Welcome back to Boomer Field as our 7th game of the day we just completed here. Championship final game between Glenpool and Lady Warriors came away with a 9-9 victory. Glenpool led it the entire night. It was 22-8 at the end of the first quarter. It was 40-22 at halftime. End of the third quarter, they'd stretched the lead to 23, 53-30, and then the final score 69-39 in favor of the Glenpool Lady Warriors. For the Boomers tonight, they were led by Briley Douglas Fisher. 14 points on the night for Briley to go along with the 13 that she had last night. Let's see. Riley Moore finished the night with 11 points. It was Lexi Mendel with 5. Jocelyn Treese with 3. Melinda Romero, Lily Luckett had 2 points. And it was Keely Cope and Michelle Ibarra both with 1 point apiece for the Boomers. For the Lady Warriors on the other side, Aaliyah Shawnee, we said her name all night long, 25 points. Also in double figures, Yaya Gibson, the freshman, had 15 points. Michaela Boren ended up the night with 12 points. Tyron McKinney with 8. Camden Hull had 4 points. Amaya Rowland had 4 points, and Akaya Rowland had 1 point to round out the scoring for the Lady Warriors. And the Boomers just ran into a buzzsaw tonight.
You know, one thing I noticed that the Boomers really are going to have to work on keeping their head up when they get the ball off of possession when the press is coming towards them, because it seems like they get their head down, they go to the baseline, and they get trapped right away. That's something we're going to have to work on. If we can get out of that, you know, we're going to find a lot of open passes. We're not going to have as many turnovers.
Yeah, going to have to cut down those turnovers quite a bit, take care of the ball, and an opportunity tomorrow to come back against the Weatherford Lady Eagles, a team that we just faced a few nights ago, and the Boomers will have to hit the floor again against the Lady Eagles. However, tomorrow, 4 o'clock, Lady Eagles and the Boomers, and they're going to mix it up once again in the third place game here in the Compass Athletics Winter Classic tournament. And again, tomorrow afternoon, Boomers played well against them early and kind of let Weatherford get away a little bit late in the game. And they've been playing these last 2 ball games, you think that they might be able to give them a little bit more of a ball game tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, you would think so. And I know Coach Moore is going to be looking forward to that rematch. And it's going to be fresh in her head what Weatherford can do. And speaking about the tournament, the boys are going to be in action tomorrow.
11:30. 7th place game tomorrow against, I believe, Lubbock Roosevelt. No, not Lubbock Roosevelt. It's Clinton.
That's right.
An old rival. The Boomers will be facing tomorrow in the 7th place ball game, Clinton Red Tornadoes. Second semifinal of the championship boys bracket coming up, and it should be a good one. You look back over the past 4 or 5 years, and a Kingfisher Weatherford matchup would be one of the top matchups in the state. Kingfisher down a little bit. Their talent is not as good as it has been the last 4 or 5 years, where Weatherford is on the other end of the stick. Their talent is outstanding. They've got the Sage twins come in at 6'7". B.J. Nixon, I think, is 6'6". They got a couple of other guys in there. The senior, I can't remember his name. Rearman. He's in there at 6'6". So this is a really, really good Weatherford team that we saw in the state finals last year. And if not for basically an AAU team playing for John Marshall, this Weatherford team would have been state champs last year. That John Marshall team, basically a select team. Every player on their team was a virtual student last year, did not even attend school on the campus at John Marshall, and they won the state championship. So I know Weatherford would like to get back there, have another shot at that one here this year. So that's going to about do it here from the Boomer Fieldhouse tonight. The Boomers fall in this one 69-39 to the Glencoe Lady Warriors. Join us again tomorrow afternoon tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon right here at the field house where the Boomers take on a couple of opponents on the final day of the Compass Athletic Winter Classics. Bring your radio to the ball game. Listen to us right here on Z92. That's going to wrap it up from here for Rance Bay back at the station. Great job once again producing this show. For Dakota Wagner sitting here right next to me, this is Ron Sunderland saying have a great evening, everybody. This has been Boomer Basketball on Z92.
You've been listening to Woodward Boomer Sports on News Talk Sports Z92. Follow the Boomers all season long right here on 92.3 FM or online at z92online.com. This has been a presentation of Omni Media Group, the Tri-State Sports Leader.